My crazy best friend said I hit her daughter, and everyone believed her. Let me preface this by saying I, 33F, have never laid a hand on a child in my life. I'm a certified preschool teacher. I've been through trauma-informed care training. I don't even raise my voice around kids. I've been called the toddler whisperer. Kids are my whole world. So you can imagine how surreal and horrifying this entire nightmare has been. My former best friend, Amber, 34F, and I had been close for over 2 decades. We grew up 2 doors down from each other. We had sleepovers as kids, helped each other through heartbreak in high school, and even ended up going to the same college. I was the maid of honor at her wedding. I held her hand through her divorce. I was in the delivery room when she gave birth to her daughter, Maya, 6F. That's how close we were. Amber had it rough after her ex walked out. No family support. Deadbeat ex. Just her and Maya. And I stepped in. Happily. I babysat whenever she needed. Bought Maya school clothes. Helped with groceries when EBT ran low. Even covered rent once. I didn't keep score. I loved Maya like she was my own. Then 5 months ago, everything came crashing down overnight. It was a Sunday. Amber called me sobbing, absolutely hysterical. I thought something had happened to Maya, but no. Amber told me Maya had said I hit her in the mouth the night before when I babysat. I went completely still. That never happened. Not even close. I remembered the night perfectly. Maya and I had a chill evening. Made mac and cheese, colored, and watched Bluey. She fell asleep on the couch around 8:30 p.m. I even texted Amber at 9:03 p.m. saying, "Little lady's out like a light. Hope you're having fun." I told Amber that. I stayed calm. I thought maybe Maya bumped her face in her sleep or misunderstood something. Kids are kids. Sometimes they dream about something and wake up thinking it happened. I figured it was a misunderstanding. Amber didn't. She screamed at me, said she was calling CPS, said she was calling the police, told me I was a monster and that she never wanted to see me again. I thought it was a bad joke at first. But the next day, a CPS caseworker showed up at my apartment. I invited them in, answered every question, handed over phone logs, texts, everything. Then I remembered I have a Ring camera inside my living room, mostly to keep an eye on my cat when I'm at work. It covered the whole room where Maya had been all night. I gave CPS access to the footage. It showed nothing. Maya playing, eating, watching TV, falling asleep, me reading a book next to her on the couch. No yelling, no raised voices, no physical contact beyond a blanket tuck in. CPS left. I thought that was the end of it. It wasn't. Amber made a cryptic Facebook post about breaking her silence to protect children. She never named me, but she didn't have to. Everyone in our friend group knew I was the one who babysat that night. The comments exploded with sympathy and outrage. "You're so brave." She always seemed too perfect. Wow, I never would have guessed. The fallout was immediate. The preschool I worked at put me on leave pending investigation. Even though the footage cleared me, the open CPS case was enough for parents to start pulling their kids. A week later, I was let go. The director cried as she told me, said she believed me, but the board didn't want the drama. My landlord received concerned messages from other tenants. Suddenly, my lease wasn't being renewed. I had 30 days to find a new place. I applied for new teaching jobs. Couldn't pass the background checks because the CPS case, while showing no evidence, was still listed as under review. I went from being a respected early childhood educator to couch surfing between the 2 friends who still believed me. My savings dried up covering legal consultations and rent. Deposits that never panned out. My car got repossessed after I missed 2 payments. I couldn't even drive for Uber. And Amber kept going. She blocked me, of course, but not before messaging me one last time. "You should have stayed in your lane." I had no idea what that meant. Not until 2 weeks ago. That's when I got a call from Danielle, Amber's older sister. We hadn't talked in years. Danielle sounded livid. She said she couldn't take it anymore. Amber had lied. About everything. Apparently, Amber's new boyfriend she met on Hinge. A month before the accusations had made a comment like, "Wow, your friend is really impressive. If anyone should be a mom, it's her." Amber lost it. became convinced he had a crush on me. She spiraled. And in her jealousy, she coached Maya to say I hit her. Danielle overheard her bragging on the phone to a mutual friend. I ruined that perfect teacher's life. Let's see if Mr. Perfect still thinks she's so great now. Danielle recorded the call and sent it to me. I brought everything to a lawyer. We filed a defamation and emotional distress lawsuit. Criminal charges are now under review by the DA. But even if I win, the damage has been done. My name is ruined in my field. Parents talk. Administrators talk. My LinkedIn is a ghost town. Former friends I've known for years haven't apologized. One even said, well, there had to be some reason Amber would say that. I miss Maya, I miss my job, I miss my life, all because of one jealous, vindictive lie. Update 1. I didn't expect this post to gain traction. I appreciate the kindness from strangers more than you know. I wanted to update you all with some progress. After my lawyer submitted Danielle's recording and the footage from my ring cam, the state's attorney officially closed the CPS case and marked it as unfounded with malicious intent. That's huge. It's rare they go that far, but they said the evidence of coaching and malicious fabrication was overwhelming. I also found out that Amber's boyfriend, the catalyst in all of this, dumped her. He apparently found out the full story and was horrified. According to Danielle, he's now giving a statement to the DA about things Amber said around him. Even better, 3 parents from my old preschool job reached out to me after hearing through the grapevine that I was cleared. They apologized for not supporting me and said, their kids still talk about me all the time. That was the first time I cried happy tears in months. Job-wise, it's still rough. I'm working part-time at a doggy daycare just to keep food on the table. But at least now I can start applying for real teaching. Jobs again without the CPS mark blocking me. And Amber, she was served notice about the civil lawsuit. According to Danielle, she threw a fit, smashed her phone, and tried to blame me for turning everyone against her. If there's justice in the world, the truth will catch up to her. Update 2. Really big update. The DA has filed criminal charges against Amber, filing a false report, witness tampering for coaching Maya, and defamation. CPS is also flagging her for emotional manipulation of a minor, which may affect her custody of Maya. Her family is now split. Danielle is standing by me and Maya. Amber's parents are apparently furious that I dragged the family name through the mud, even though their daughter fabricated the whole thing. Meanwhile, a local nonprofit that supports wrongfully accused educators reached out after seeing my story. They're helping me with media, cleanup, and trying to get my name cleared in school databases. I might actually be able to teach again. A mom at the doggy daycare heard my story and offered to connect me with her sister, who runs a Montessori school. I have an interview next week. It's not over, but for the first time in a long time, I can breathe. Final update. Justice. Amber took a plea deal to avoid jail time. She admitted in court that she fabricated the story, coached her daughter, and posted false statements online. She was sentenced to probation, mandatory therapy, and community service, but more importantly, she now has a permanent mark on her record for filing a false CPS report. The civil case is ongoing, but her lawyer reached out with a settlement offer. My lawyer is reviewing it. It won't fix everything, but it's a step. I started my new job last week at the Montessori school. It's been incredible. The kids are sweet, the staff is supportive, and no one treats me like I'm radioactive. Maya, I haven't seen her, but Danielle says she asks about me, says she misses me. I hope one day when she's older, she'll understand that I never stopped loving her, that none of this was her fault. To anyone who's ever been falsely accused, I see you. I believe you. I hope your truth comes to light the way mine finally did. Lies ruined my life, but the truth is starting to rebuild it.